Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and this is just going to be a quick unboxing video of sorts. I was just sent this huge box in the mail, and it came with some board games, courtesy of Publisher Services, Inc. Apparently it's a box of fun demo and marketing kit for winter of 2018. It includes Blob, Lobber, Goodcritters, Koi, which is a type of fish, Untold, Adventures Await. It's an episodic storytelling board game powered by this Rory Story Cubes, which I've seen before. Very creative kind of thing. Mini Divercity and Truckoff. Clever wordplay there. Okay, so let's just go ahead and quickly unbox these. I've never played them before. I just got them today. So I'll just be able to show you some of the components. We'll take a look at Blob Lobber first. This one... looking for box info. There he is. Okay. So this one supports 2 to 4 players. It's for ages 6 and up, and the average play time is about 20 minutes or so. Inside, we've got stuff. Okay, so weird. So yeah, just a bunch of discs. Look, they're somewhat papery, like they can be bent and stuff. So I want to be careful about that. So it looks like they're just colored slimes of sorts. I'll be curious to know what this is about. So yeah, there's the components here, Blob, Lobber. And here's the rulebook for that. So it doesn't look like it's terribly complex. It's just looks like front and back here. And based on this little diagram, it looks like it's a little bit of dexterity in the sense we're flipping these discs onto a playing field of some kind. Okay, well that's Blob Lobber. I'll go ahead and put that off to the side for the time being. Alright, next up, we'll just do Untold. Now, I've already gone in, for the most part, and punched out a lot of this, a lot of the components. So here's a look at the rulebook here, and this one supports 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is about 60 minutes. Okay, so overview, content, setup. There's about... looks like 8 pages worth of pages here of rulebook, and it looks like there's different scenes. So I don't want to spoil anything, but it looks like there's going to be 5 different stories possibly. Again, I'm guessing based on the I'm making logical deductions based on what I'm seeing here. Episode guide, character profiles. So this is like Rory Story Cubes, but like next level stuff. Alright, okay, so here's a board here of some sort, probably telling some kind of story. We'll find out at some point. These must be player boards. Summary of play. Reveal scene card, roll and play story cubes, establish scene using provided sentence structure, ask questions, and take action. And there's some scene terms here, is attacking, evil ally, questions you may ask, so on. Okay, outcomes, and, but, yeah, okay. Again, it's not going to mean much to us right now until we actually learn the game, but at the very least we can show you what's inside. Apparently, some guy's seen one of my videos. Reaction. Alright. And there's some story cubes here. They've got different faces from the looks of it. There's a little sheep I see. There's like a rook, castle, rainbow, letter. I gotta say, just first impressions wise, the components are actually pretty well put together here. Like they feel pretty solid. Dangerous dilemma. So these must be the different scenes that go along. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so that must go with the 5 different scenarios or whatever that are in the rule book. And then you've got these tokens here. Okay, so we're going to put this back. Okay. I know, 6 unboxings and 1... let's see if I can remember how to put this back. Alright, so maybe you like that, or not. I think this goes like this. That fits, yeah, because there's little grooves here that you have to fit everything into. Okay, that goes like that, and then, sure. All right, I will call that a successful reboxing. Okay. Next up, we have Divercity. I believe this is a co-op game. It's 1 to 7 players, ages 8 and up, and the average play time is about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's take a look inside, see what's what. Okay, so here's a look at the rule book. All right, so it doesn't look like it's terribly complex. Front and back to look at. Looks like some of this is just, yeah, educational only. I love it when rule books do that. I really do. I love it when it's money they have to pay to make the rule book longer, but they don't care about that. They want to educate. I cannot agree with that more. I could not praise that kind of thing more. Cards. Looks like there's tokens. Okay, so yeah, different tokens here, some resembling, looks like a fish of some kind. We've got possibly another fish, there's a crab, there's a starfish, and okay, so these different cards have different different shapes. Well, there's the crab. I wonder if these go with that. Yeah, that goes with that. Stingray. That's the fish I saw. Yep. Okay, so these must go with these somehow, and then we've got the Justice League somewhere on the, I don't know. These must be like player cards of some sort. Maybe they've got like special ability. Let's turn them over. Yeah. So yeah, notice how each one has different abilities on the top right. I'm wondering if these are player abilities. We've got 6 cards of different colors here. And we've got a bunch of these, looks like these are evil guys. I mean, they've got money coming out of their pockets, out of their hands. So this must be some kind of, I don't know, corporation deck of some, I don't know, something. And then we've got, I guess these regular cards. Okay, and there's more here, which I'm thinking probably goes with, yeah, there's the, okay. So these are all the different animals, or all the different fish. And that goes along with this, with these token sets. How that all plays together, I don't know. As divers, I don't know what our objective is or anything like that. But it involves different sea creatures, and it involves corporate America. How? I don't know. But that's what that looks like. Moving on. Truckoff. I wouldn't recommend using that in public because people might mistake you. Anyway. So here's a look at the rule book here. Maybe I should show you the player count too. Here it is. 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, and the average play time is 30 minutes. I love the 30-minute games. I like the easy ones. With this, you can see I get a lot of games. So if I have to spend 4 hours learning how to play, another 2 hours to play it, not for me, not anymore. I make exceptions, but still. Okay, so it looks like there's 11 pages, 12 pages, something like that. Some of these are guides to player setup. And I could be wrong. My memory is failing, but I could have sworn I've covered this before for a Kickstarter campaign in the past. So it looks like, you know, I might even have my prototype somewhere in my board game collection. But here's a list of all the different locations. And if I remember correctly, you're trying to, there's different dice here. And these correspond with this in some way. And I think you're trying to get your food truck to the most prosperous event location. Something like that. Yeah, there's different colored numbers here. BBQ, Fig Town. And then underneath that, there are some cards, which I'll see if I can get to. There's a lot of tokens. Alright, daily special. Let's take a look at that. These must be special events, restaurant week, or possibly cards that you can play. And these ones are, they have different packs. So it looks like there's multiple decks here. Note there's solid yellow, mustard, then you've got like paper basket looking thing, then dark paper basket looking thing, round tracker. So yeah, lots of different cards, pretty cool stuff. Again, won't know more until I actually look into it. Wish the box were slightly bigger, just because there's a lot of components in this tiny box. Fix that later. Okay, next up, Goodcritters. This is the one I know least about. This one is, unfortunately, it's covering this. So it's 4 to 8 players. 12 and up, average play time is 30 minutes. This is what I'm reading through the demo copy sticker here. So, well, I mean, it looks nice. I mean, look at the back of it looks like a mafia animal kind of thing. A game for 4 to 8 criminal critters, say that 6 times fast, who pull off heists and fight over loot. All right. Well, let's take a look inside. Now, I did not punch out the components for this one. I don't know when I'll be able to get to it, just because the player count is 4 plus, and there's 3 people in my house. I'm not counting the dog. If we can get the dog to maybe learn English and learn the games, maybe. I'll deal with the opposable thumbs later. I mean, I could move for the dog. That won't be a problem. But if I can get the dog to play this, you know. So it looks like there's a deck of cards, like jewelry and stuff. Looks like paper money is in the game. Some people actually like paper money over chips, just to make the game a little bit more realistic. Just throw it. Ow, that landed on my foot. That's going to leave a mark. Okay, so loot. So lots of cards. See if we can open one of these. I hate the garbage. I hate the plastic wraps. Every time I have to open a board game, I find this stuff like 6 days later on the floor, or I step on it. Like, there's always a piece that I miss. Do you ever do that whenever you open up a game or something and you know you dropped the component somewhere, but you don't know where it went, or you drop a wrapper? All right, well, the art is fantastic. It's really cool. Knuckles, Bruno, Anna. And I'm assuming the other cards are similar in style. And these are player stands, from the looks of it. Nothing fancy there. And let's grab that off the floor before I drop it on my foot again. And then there's these punch outs here, which I haven't done yet. I'm guessing, yeah, these go with the player stands. And yeah, so that's that one. I think it's worse now. Yeah, definitely not closing. Last one, Koi. Now, I'm excited for this one. Look how pretty this looks. I'm really drawn in by the art here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Looking for player. There we go. 1 to 4, 10 and up, and the average play time is 40 to 60 minutes. This seems to be like a relatively light to moderate strategy game of some sort, very aesthetic. It reminds me of Takedo a little bit. Alright, so these are the components that you get in the game there, and it looks like the rulebook is no page numbers? No page numbers. Okay, so I can't, not without counting. If I had to guesstimate, I'd say 8 pages that look like this, roughly. And then round order on the back. I like that. I like cheat sheets. Here's a look at the components. Okay, so a bunch of these Koi cards, and then some weather cards. Again, the art, fantastic. This must be the weather. Icy, mild. Oh man, I keep saying the art is good, but it's really good. Windy, sensational. And these must be movement cards, possibly? Arrows pointing different places, possibly movement. Okay. And you've got components. Looks like lily pads and pink flowers. Okay. Looks like possibly dragonflies, rocks, player fish, red, white, black, and orange. I think I see red in there somewhere. Oh, yeah. And green frogs? Looks like a frog. Hard to tell. Alright, well at any rate, oh, and the board. I guess we should open her up. Okay, so there is a score track on the outside. I'm guessing that's typical Euro, you know, keep track of my score kind of thing. Alright. Looks nice. So the player track starts down here, works its way up, and then comes over this way and comes back down. Reminds me of Ingenious a little bit, this board. Alright, well, granted I didn't get to really educate you or anything like that, but, I mean, if you had your eye on these things for a while, and this goes with this. Yeah, if you had your eye on any of these games for a while, maybe this helped you see if it's something that you might want to look into in the future. I will be covering most of these games in the future. If there's one in particular that you want to see before the rest, now would be a good time to let me know in the comments below. My time is limited, so it's not like I can just take off work. I do have a day job. I just can't take off work and do whatever I want and record these games. I work full-time. I sometimes have time on the weekends for board games, but not always. So if there's one in particular that you want to see, again, the games that you can take a look at, there's Blob, Lobber, there's Truckoff, Mini Divercity, Untold, Goodcritters. But even if you request this, I don't know if I'll get to it right away. Just, again, player count is an issue. I might be able to do a separate video as more of a tutorial than a playthrough. And then Koi. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.